Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to episode 4. We're finally back after so long.
Yes, we are back at it again. I have flew in here a couple weeks ago. No, not a couple weeks ago.
A week ago.
A week ago, and we are trying to get as much film done as possible.
We got actually a short done, Wavelength, so go check that out.
Yep.
I think it was actually very, how you call it, intense. But anyways, we have 3 topics for you guys today. Obviously at the end we're going to finish with quiz time just like always. And then we have 2 new ones, Gut Check and the Hoop Scoop. And Gut Check is just basically like a would you rather questions. And the Hoop Scoop is just about like NBA talk. We've been wanting to talk about NBA for a while. And finally we're here.
We have a few things that we want to mention about the Hoop Scoop part of this video. And we hope that you guys actually really enjoy. So yeah, let's get right into it.
All right. So let's start with Gut Check.
So let me start by asking John these questions, and then afterwards he's gonna ask me the same questions. I'm not even gonna double think about them because there's a reason why it's called Gut Check. And right, ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, John, would you rather always be 10 minutes late or always be 20 minutes early anywhere you go?
I mean, for me, this is like a pretty obvious. I would rather be 20 minutes early, just because you never want to be late to anything. If anything, you always want to be early. For example, like for class, you always want to be a couple minutes early, just get ready instead of coming in late and rushing in, and you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say 20 minutes as well, just because it makes a lot more sense to be earlier for something than it is to be late. It shows a lot about a person being responsible, punctual, and overall just a very, very rich kind of, and it has there's like a rich persona in there. Yeah. Next question: would you rather lose your phone for a week or lose your wallet for a day?
I mean, in my wallet, I have like my driver's license, my cards. I wouldn't want that information to just get lost. And I mean, my phone, it has a password on it and it's locked. So, and I would probably get it back, right? So I'd probably lose my phone for a week.
Lose your phone for a week?
Yeah, because I also have because I only use my phone for like calling and like, you know, just when I'm bored, and I have my iPad and my computer for that.
Oh, I guess so. But that's actually a weird take, to be honest, because
Yeah.
I would lose my wallet, regardless of, like, you know, I also have my driver's license in there, a lot of other stuff I need, my credit cards, debit cards, but like I could go a day without it.
Yeah.
It's a day.
But I wouldn't want that information to just be lost in.
So you would lose your phone, like what, for like your personal, just like to be away from your phone type of thing for a week?
Yeah, sure.
I guess that's a good way to look at it. But still, I don't know. For a week is crazy. I
mean,
don't know.
yeah.
I feel like we live in a world today where even kids, they can't be without their phones. Like, let's say
Oh, yeah.
in school or whatever, everybody needs to have a phone to function in today's society. So it's like,
Yeah.
imagine not having that for a week nowadays. It's like almost fully impossible. I don't know. If you could do that, props to you, I would really say. Next question. This is actually a good one. Would you rather go on a vacation where there's more beaches and you get to spend time on the beach, or to a vacation where there is tours and excursions and places to visit, sightsee, and one of those vacations where you like walk around?
Both are great, but I think at the end of the day, vacation for me, the word vacation means relax, you know, and the tours part, that's just like all walking and stuff. And although it's cool to see, like, you know, whatever, I would still rather choose the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that too. Yeah, because when you hear the word vacation, it's most likely in someone's head, at least that's how I see it. It's gonna be like relax on the beach, pool,
Yeah.
you know, margarita in one hand,
For sure.
glasses on your face, and it's like just laying down and enjoying the beach. So that's pretty much what I would go for. Where tours would be more like for, I guess, more active people who their definition of vacation is, I don't want to be in my usual environment. I just want to go out to a new environment and kind of get my mind off of the environment that I just came from, if that makes
Yeah.
sense. So, although that's cool, I would also personally go to like the beach, because that's vacation is laying down, relaxing, and taking a sip of that margarita.
Yeah. Now let's talk about some basketball with the Hoop Scoop.
So me and John have been NBA fans for quite a while. I remember when I was a kid and I would be like, let's say on the bus or something on my way to school. My friends and I would always watch like Tim Duncan highlights, Yao Ming highlights, even Carmelo Anthony highlights. And since then, pretty much, I've been attentive to NBA and stuff like that. But as of recent, I started to get a little bit more into it, because when I was a kid, I would just watch highlights. There was never time to actually sit and watch like a full length game. But now that I'm, I guess, more free and stuff, I get to watch more NBA, and I'm getting into it, and I'm enjoying like the history behind everything, the stats, and
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching since like what, 2014, and I mean at the time I didn't know anything about basketball, and I watched with like my parents and grandparents, and it was just from there I learned about the rules of basketball, the rules of NBA, and I've like loved it, you know. So I've just been like, I've
Yeah.
also actually played basketball myself, like
yeah.
that, you know, the interest grew for me.
I just want to say, not only is there the rules that you have to know, but there's also like a whole culture and everything behind it that's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so cool. And
All right, so we'll start with this question. I'll ask you this question.
Okay.
Which era was the most exciting and or dominant?
ooh, okay. I like this question a lot. I think that the 2000s and the 2010s pretty much were the best seasons. But shouts out to like the 90s and the 80s, because I'll tell you, that's where the spark kind of
Michael
ignited.
Jordan.
Michael Jordan, there was Larry Bird, Magic Johnson. Those guys, they're the ones who really brought up the game of basketball and began like the worldwide kind of, everybody was watching it because of those guys in the beginning.
Yeah.
But whatever came after, the Kobe, Shaq era, Allen Iverson, the Tim Duncan era, Carmelo Anthony as well, all those guys leading up until, of course, today. We got LeBron, of course. How can you forget LeBron?
Yeah.
That was the most, I would say, stacked in terms of history, culture, and celebrations. So yeah. But if I had to give like a specific season, ooh, that's actually difficult. Maybe the 15 to 16 season.
100%.
15-16 season
Yeah.
is the best in terms of like history wise.
Yeah, for me, I want to also say the 2010 was the most exciting and the most dominant, because there was like, I feel like 80s, 90s, it wasn't as competitive as it was in the 2010s, because like 2010s there's like what, like LeBron, Curry, Durant, Westbrook, James Harden, and like just like all these players, and it was just so exciting because every season it was anybody's season. Like
Yeah,
you didn't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
Like now it's just like, okay, it's gonna be either like the Thunder or like, you know, somebody in the West, and
Yeah.
like not and like, but before then it was like,
It
oh
feels
my
like
god,
it's so weird. I'll tell you. You know, it feels like in today, specifically NBA. Which season are we in? 20, 25, 26 season,
Yeah.
right? So every single team, I feel like, has the ability to be successful and great in every single possible way. That back then in the 2010s, they weren't able to do that. I feel like it's less competitive now, if that makes sense, because every team seems like they have the same level of skill. Some teams just need to learn how to use it better.
yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this: who do you think is the greatest teammate of all time? Not like who's the best of all time, but who makes the team and the players around him better?
Ooh, personally, I'm not sure actually. If you have one,
Yeah.
you could say it.
I'm gonna for me, it's Nikola Jokic because I think if he wasn't on the team, they would literally be like one of the last. That they wouldn't even make the play-in, and he just he rebounds, he passes, he literally gets a triple double every game, and I know that's like, the stats go to him, but it's like it's mostly like when he's like, I don't know how to say, like the team runs through him, all the plays, like every single possession he has, like he touches the ball every time they score, so he just makes the team better.
No, I see that, that, and now he's actually out.
Now he's out, yeah. I mean, they have actually won a couple games, which is surprising because they have like with 5 starters, without 5 starters. But I mean, yeah, like I think if he wasn't on the team, they wouldn't be a playoff team. Yeah.
All right, I see that for sure.
Okay, now I'm gonna ask you this, and you answer it. Okay. What do you think is the greatest clutch moment in NBA history? All of NBA. This could actually tie back to what you said about the 15-16 season being the greatest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm looking at you like, is there really a second option here? The greatest clutch moment in NBA history will for a long time be that block by LeBron James on Andre Iguodala in Game
7
of the 2016 NBA Finals.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody who watches NBA knows exactly what I am talking about. Yes, Kyrie had that shot after the block, but if LeBron did not block that shot, Kyrie's 3 would not have made a difference.
Yeah. Well, we would have been up by 1, but I definitely think that if LeBron missed the block, the game plan would have been completely different because they wouldn't risk a 3. They would have gone for a 2.
Yo, I remember watching that play, and I kid you not, when that guy flew into the sky and I heard blocked by James, I swear to you, I thought he was about to hurt himself.
Yeah.
He looked like he was about to hit the freaking backboard with all of his body.
Yeah. Also, it was crazy. He was like, when it was Iguodala, right? When he was like about to when he was like at the free throw line, LeBron was only at half court.
Yeah.
And LeBron like ran. It was like insane. I remember.
The speed on that guy is crazy.
Yeah.
So that is the most clutch shot in NBA
definitely.
history. What about, you also think?
I definitely also think that's the greatest clutch moment. But there's definitely other clutch moments, like the Kawhi Leonard shot. I mean, it's not the greatest, but it's definitely up there.
Oh, yes.
Because they also won the championship that year with the Toronto Raptors. But yeah, I think LeBron tops all of them.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Now, this could get a little debatable, but what's your top 5? Not like top 5 starters, like top 5, like whatever. It could be all centers, whatever.
All centers.
You do it, and then I'll say mine.
So, it's gonna take a while to actually think about this. So, can I do a starting 5?
If you want.
Okay. So Curry is gonna be the point guard of all time, the best point guard. Then we have Kobe as the 2. Then we have LeBron at the 3. And here's where it gets a little tricky. We can either do Tim Duncan, actually, or KG. I think I'm going to go Tim Duncan at the 4.
Okay.
And then for the 5 position, I want to do...
The Shaq, Kareem.
Yeah. Between Shaq and Kareem. Kareem has the height and the defense. But I think that Shaq has
was more dominant.
More dominant, and it feels like he could be more of a defensive player in the best moments. So yeah. I would say Shaq would be the center of my starting.
All right, I like that. I'm just gonna give you top 5 greatest who I think. Number 1, LeBron. Number 2 is Kobe. Number 3 is Steph. Number 4 is MJ. I'm putting MJ only just because, you know, it wasn't my time, and like I haven't watched enough highlights to put him the
Mhm.
top 3. So
Mhm.
he's number 4. But I'm putting him at number 4 just based off of what I heard.
Did I not have MJ?
You put LeBron for over MJ, and then number 5. This is where it gets tricky because I don't know if I should put like an active player or like a retired player, because there's like who is there, like I mean like who's already played, who's good, like Tim Duncan.
Mm-hmm. If you
But-
think about it, he's still pretty modern.
I mean, yeah, but like I'm saying like retired players. There's like Tim Duncan, but also like Giannis, like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna put Giannis at my 5. I love Giannis.
Giannis is definitely a more.
I love Giannis. He's
Giannis
so
is-
like he's unstoppable, literally.
Yeah.
It's just his team and his teammates that are like terrible and bring him down.
I think Giannis and Tim Duncan actually did play in the same time at first brief moment, but I don't
Yeah.
remember seeing them ever play together.
No.
Or against each other, I should say. But if I had to pick between who's the more unstoppable and dominant
Giannis.
power forward, it's Giannis.
Yeah.
But Tim Duncan has the better IQ overall
yeah.
as a power forward. I think that's.
And he's just had a more successful career than Giannis.
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. So that's it for Hoop Scoop. That was actually pretty interesting. We're definitely gonna continue that into season 2.
Okay.
Now let's go into the third topic, which is quiz time.
This is the segment where I ask John 10 new questions, and these are going to be a little bit more difficult and challenging than the previous ones that we've
Let's
had.
go. Let's go.
Ready?
Let's go.
What vitamin do we get from the sunlight?
That is vitamin D.
Correct.
I know.
Question 2. What planet is famous for its great red spots?
That's Jupiter.
Correct. Question 3. What lines split Earth's north and south?
North and south. The line. That's the equator.
Correct. Question 4. Which country gave us, the U.S., the Statue of Liberty?
That's France.
Correct. What animal never stops growing its teeth?
Okay, this one's. I mean, I would think it's like a water, like in the water, but like maybe like an alligator.
Good guess, but no. This would be a rodent, like a rat
Oh,
or a mouse.
wow, what the?
Yeah, I know.
That's
I was-
weird.
yeah. Question 7. What element is Fe?
Actually, I know this one. That's iron.
Correct.
I took a class on it, chemistry.
That is, how many did you get correct already so far?
I got 1 wrong.
Okay, you got 1 wrong, so you have 6 correct.
6 out of 7.
6 out of 7. Which country has the maple leaf on its flag?
Oh, that's Canada.
Correct. Question 9. What blood type is the universal donor?
There's A, B, and O. And O is the only one that takes in. Only O is the only one that takes in O, but it could give anything. So O, right?
Which one, though?
What do you mean? Which one?
There's positive and negative.
Oh. Positive?
It's O negative.
Oh, negative.
All right. Question 10. What do bees collect to make honey?
Like in the flower?
Sure.
Nectar?
Correct.
What is that, 8?
8 out of 10.
Oh, 8 out of 10. Wow, we're done. Okay, is that our best one?
I don't think so.
Or,
I don't remember.
I don't know. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah. But
Okay. That's it.
good job.
Yeah.
Were these questions
They were
a little
definitely a little more harder than
Okay.
last.
I'm glad that, you actually came through really good.
Yeah. All right. I think that concludes our episode 4.
Episode 4 is complete.
We're done.
Yes, we're done.
Episode 4 is complete.
Yes, episode 4 is complete.